Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of Murder, She Wrote, The Ghost and Mrs. Fletcher by Jessica Fletcher, Donald Bain, and Renee Paley Bain, performed by Sandra Burr. Chapter 1. I'm dying, and I know it. Cliff Cooper stretched out a hand to me. Will you help me, Jessica? Of course, Cliff, I said, taking his hand in both of mine. But Seth Hazlitt says you still have plenty of good years ahead of you. Cliff pulled back his hand and shook his head. I know the truth. He pressed his body forward and coughed into the pillow he'd been hugging. His pale face turned crimson with exertion. See? He said, falling back against the raised mattress. Dr. Hazlitt's a crazy optimist. Can't say as I've ever been called that before, Cliff, Cabot Cove's favorite physician said as he folded the stethoscope he'd just used to listen to Cliff's chest. If you'd take the medicines the nurses give you, instead of tossing the pills in the flower pot, you'd feel a lot better, and so would that plant. Seth gestured toward a drooping geranium next to vases of flowers lined up on the windowsill. You can't fool an old carpenter. I know when my sanding days are over. Seth tucked his stethoscope into his black medical bag. Probably breathing in all that sawdust instead of wearing a mask, which, by the way, I suggested to you years ago, landed you where you are. Too late to fix all the damage, but with your cooperation, we'd stand a chance of getting you out of here and back home into your recliner. Sounds nice. Cliff sighed. Thanks, Doc. Seth closed his medical bag and gave Cliff a pat on the arm. I'll stop by later. In the meantime, try to be a good patient. I'll try. Cliff gave Seth a wan smile. I accompanied Seth into the hall. Is there really a chance for him to be able to return home? I wish I could say for sure. There was a good chance when he was first admitted, but he's refused to follow medical orders, rejected all the therapies we've recommended. And the longer he stays here lying on his back...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?